Lake Superior trout, baby! That is the biggest lake in the world. I know you can't see it, but that's the biggest lake in the world, and we're gonna go ice fishing on it today, which is something that you really can't do most years. In fact, I think the last time there was good ice on Lake Superior to go ice fishing on was 2014. At least this section of the lake. So Grant and I, my good fishing buddy of a long time, we're gonna do something we've always wanted to do, and that's ice fish Lake Superior for lake trout. It's Snowmageddon 2018, 2019 across the entire country this year. It seems like we're having a full-on winter. We haven't seen a winter like this in northern Minnesota in quite a while. We've got so much snow on our inland lakes. And it might sound crazy, but it's actually the winters that we always grew up with, where there's tons of snow, very cold conditions. We had 60 below earlier in February. And that's the reason that we're able to come out and fish Lake Superior. It takes a really cold snap during the winter to lock up this big lake. It holds on to its warm temperatures so much longer, as you can imagine. So another potential bonus with that is it's got fresh ice and not as much snow as the inland lakes. The inland lakes are getting really hard to get around on. Even snow machines are having a hard time. Slush factor is a really big deal. But out here, we've got a fresh sheen of 10 to 12 inches of ice, good clear ice. And it's really windy right now, so we're hoping that the snow just blows off of that ice and we don't have to do too much trudging. And we can kind of keep an eye on the ice conditions, because Lake Superior, you got to keep an eye on her, you know. It's something I've never done before. I've fished Lake Superior from shore before. Grant's done some downrigging in the summertime out here. Neither of us have ice fished it. We know she's an animal, and we're going to take the utmost care and safety being out there. So basically what they say is keep your eye on it. Watch your back out there, look for changing wind conditions and changing ice conditions. So we'll be doing that. Luckily, we're not going too far out, but we're gonna be walking out onto the lake a couple hundred yards, try to find the right depth where the fish are running. So we're gonna be right in the thick of it. And I have a feeling it's gonna be a total whiteout. Won't even be able to see shore a couple hundred yards out, but staying at Larsmont Cottages. Awesome little place right on the shores of Lake Superior, and we're gonna fish somewhere near there. So we're gonna get there, rig up some rods, tie up some hair jigs, set out, and hopefully catch some big lake trout. Just arrived at Larsmont. The conditions are not ideal. 20-mile-an-hour winds. Probably not a good idea to go out fishing, but we're gonna try for now. Tomorrow's a different day, like I said, but luckily we're nice and warm now in our accommodations. She's howling, so it's hunker down. Try to get bit. Hopefully we don't have to go too far offshore. Like I said, cozy up here, organize tackle, and make a game plan. Just got done eating a venison stick. There's quite a few fingertips off the shoreline, inside corners. A lot of nice big flats that come out of it as well that look really good, not far from where we're staying at, right out the back door virtually of our cabin. We'll start there, especially with the conditions that we're having outside right now. Makes the most sense to stay close to home by wind and sea. No way you'll probably be able to hear me. We are out on the lake. It is probably the gnarliest conditions I've ever been in.
trout, baby. So awesome. Pounding bottom, come up, just wham. Hardly even grasp this fish. I'm gonna quick get him back in the water since we got him hooked good. But look at that beautiful fish, Lake Superior. Look at him just non-stop moving.
It is a new day. Got some coffee going, and you can see the lake today. So with these clear conditions, we were able to make it out to the depths that we want to target these fish at. So we're both in about 130 feet of water out here, just out on some mud flats. The contours are very steep and tight behind us, but out here they kind of mellow out. And we think that these lake trout just cruise the mud flats looking for deep water sculpin, whatever I guess they can get their hands on. I got a little Janko hair jig on, and I actually took a piece of 20-pound fluorocarbon and tied a Stinger treble hook on the back of that, a VMC hybrid treble hook. There's a pretty big meaty hook on this jig, and those have a tendency to make a big hole in the fish's mouth, and when you're fighting them up from 130 feet of water, it's just more opportunity for the fish to get off. So having that stinger on there is maybe a little bit of peace of mind. You mark them good?
Yeah, that thing is crazy.
Whoa, like, that's a big fish.
Chasing like crazy.
They sure are fun.
They are a blast. Doesn't get much better than that. Lake Superior lake trout, baby. We're on them today. Totally different day. We can actually see the shoreline.
Grant just whacked another one pretty quick back to back. He's in the same depth as me, but probably 50 yards past me. He's using a little tinsel jig. I got a little hair feather jig going. Basically the same profile. I've marked a couple fish, but I've been dealing with the camera gear, not being able to get too serious on them, but they're definitely here and they're definitely eating. So it's early and I hope they stick around. Finally got a fish to eat. They're chasing like crazy. This is so cool. Oh, it's so awesome. We're finally able to see ourselves. Graph it, watch the fish come up and chase it. There's my leader. There's my leader. And there's my trout. There's my trout. Oh, you gotta see this too. Check it out. This is why you tie a stinger hook. Got it on the stinger. Very important. I'm so glad that worked. I tied that last night. Oh, here we go. Feels good to get it out of the way and set the hook. And this is just a beautiful smoker for the oven or whatever. Got me all tangled up, but my first fish of the morning. They're here. We've been graphing them. So cool. Icer. Hooked up again. They are here. Mitch, I'll call you back, bud. Oh, bye. It does not take long.
I want to go, they go.
Yeah. Like I just caught that fish and got back down. It takes so long to get down to bottom. 129 feet of water, so just got that fish unhooked. Got back down to bottom, and probably a minute later this one showed up and was pretty eager to bite. So not testing my gear too hard, but that's good because that means it's probably a good eating size one, but I really wouldn't mind to see a good Lake Superior 200-pounder today. This is cool. This is something I've never done before. It's a rarity to be able to fish on the big lake like this. And so far so good. Especially after last night's mayhem with all that crazy weather and wind. There's my leader. We're about 18 feet from the fish. Well, I can see her down there. This water's so clear and this ice is so clear. Oh, there's a good one. And this is the part where it's fun. Treble hooks and hooks galore. Get that head turn. Ooh. You got tornado trout. What a slime ball. Come on. I don't want to get these treble hooks caught on the ice. Oh, come on. There we go. Hey, another Lake Superior trout, and by gosh, did that hook pin her good. That was not going anywhere. These fish have notoriously hard mouths, but you can see that big hook I was talking about. If they're gonna penetrate it that hard, they're not going anywhere. See if I can bust that out. Oh, that is so cool. I mean, they're eager to bite. Oh, she's got me threaded. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. A beautiful trout. God, so cool. Man, I'm so happy to be out here doing this. I think I'm gonna try to let this one go. She's nice and clean, didn't get any blood in the gills or anything. Oh, nice docile release. Yes, success. It's actually happening. We made it happen. Drove up through the Snowmageddon and we're getting bit. So it's really hard, me being, you know, avid walleye, panfish, angler, when a fish is hot on you, not to do something like this. Just keep raising up slowly and get them to bite. They don't seem to like that, and so you just gotta kind of keep ripping it, pulling it away from them, pulling it away from them. They sink down. You gotta quick drop right back down past them and just make real erratic jig strokes, keep their attention until they're ready to bite. But it is a pretty fun cat and mouse game for sure on these electronics. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was insane. I made that one eat. Oh my gosh. Now, it's so hard to get them to eat. They chase you like crazy. Oh my goodness. I had to stay with that fish for so long. Just kind of made him eat. He crunched it.
I see bubbles.
Bubbles?
I see fish.
Do you?
I got color.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is the worst part. Could you just calm down? Oh, I don't like that noise. Oh yeah. Oh, that treble hook scares me. There we go. All right. Yes. Oh, no. That is so cool. And again, that hook has just got it pinned right in the nose where it's not going anywhere. Oh my gosh, that is so fun watching those fish come up and try to eat this. God, this is so cool. Never done this before and I just love it. Targeting these lake trout, and gosh, are they beautiful fish. Yeah, she's ready to go. Look at how beautiful, right in the sun. Yes! Oh man, that's unbelievable. Heart-pounding madness. These fish just hang on you, hang on you, hang on you, and for whatever reason they decide to go, but it's really up to you to get that bait going to where they want to eat it. Yes, middle of the day, beautiful weather. This ice is absolutely unbelievable. Bada bing. Clear this out so we can see those fish come up. It's the coolest part about this crazy ice. Throw this in reverse. Clear out the hole. Perfect. Now we're fishing again. Hooked up, out deep, been graphing a couple fish.
Finally got one to go. On the bottom, finally got a fish come up, chase me in. Wow. It's been a fun day, huh, Keys?
Oh my goodness. We were just talking to Larry, a local friendly guy over there, came over and gave us a benny stick. And he said he's been fishing this lake a lot of years and it's really rare to have this quality of ice out here, so we're very fortunate.
Got a fluoro.
Yeah. That's about the size Larry was wanting to keep.
Yeah, that's Larry's keeper fish right there.
We've kept our 3, that's enough for us. And we'll share the wealth with Larry, I'm sure.
Look at that, he hardly got lip hooked. Yeah, hardly button in there. Larry's eating well.
Got one on the lipless bait. It's pretty cool how crazy they chase this lipless bait. They like it almost more. I'm just not as, I guess, confident in the hooks, 2 treble hooks, but we'll take our time. Ooh, there we go. Get that out of the way. And there's the trout. I can see him down there. Oh, how cool is that? Oh, this is the tough part. This is the tough part. Please, please. There we go. Nice. Lipless bait. That's fun. That's awesome. Look at that. Ate the lipless bait. What I noticed too about this thing is it really has a nice wobble as it goes down, and you can see kind of barely had him hooked in the lip, but luckily that back treble got him. All right, another Lake Superior Laker. Get this one back. Yep. Turn around. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. You get to see it swim away like that. Oh my gosh. Sweet.
fluorocarbon leader. We are in for the haul, folks.
This fish is fixing the spool, Grant. Put this one on a blistering rod. It's a good sign. We haven't had any fish like that so far. So.
Here it goes again. Absolutely doubled over. Oh my goodness.
That's scary.
Yeah. Hopefully that Alberto knot you taught me to tie last night is gonna hold. This is insane. My arm is exhausted. Ooh. I think this is the fish we've been waiting for. Fluoro. I got fluoro.
You got fluoro. There he is.
Ooh.
Ooh, you saw the bottom of the ice. Oh, look at that. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Careful with the line. Careful with the line. Don't grab the line. Oh.
I got him. I got him.
Oh no. No way. Look at that.
Oh,
Chuck.
baby.
Yes. Yes.
That's what we came for.
That's a beaut.
Absolute beautiful fish. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. What a specimen. Shaken?
Oh yeah. I didn't think we were gonna get him.
That is
10-pound
best.
fluoro. Amazing.
Wow. Let's get a couple pictures.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, we're gonna get this gal back.
Look at that orange fin. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, my friend.
Dude, I
Woo!
can't believe it, man. That's amazing.
So awesome.
Oh, that made it all worth it. All that crazy weather yesterday, driving up in that, and then trying to fish in it yesterday even. Man.
Going to deep water made it work.
Made the move to deep water, and I'm gonna get back to my hole and get that tinsel jig back down. It's awesome. We're putting up decent numbers today. It's pretty cool, even to come out here and see one of these fish, but to make a day of it and catch a couple is like the best thing ever. There's my leader. It's always a good sign. Oh, we got bubbles too. Yeah, lots of bubbles. Oh, he's way over there. Look under the ice. Look under your feet. Oh, look how cool. See if we can get him turned around right here. Take my glove off so I don't soak it. Oh, that stinger hook kind of foul hook him. I think maybe a little, unless he's just got the stinger. Really? Oh, it's gonna be tough to turn his head. Oh no, he's got it. There we go. Saved by the stinger. See that? That's the second fish. This fish, he might have been hooked in the mouth with the good hook there, but the stinger kept him pinned. That's a good deal. Nice. This is kind of what we've been catching all day. Just beauties. Kind of all cookie cutters. Grant got a real nice one just a little bit ago, but get this one back and set the hook, because that's like the best part, even though the whole thing is amazing. I'm trying to help. We are pulling off the lake. We got to get off this ice and on some other ice. We got 8:30 puck drop. I mean, it's hard to leave because the fish were still on when we left. There's our first holes of the day. Probably caught 15 or 16 lake trout today. So cool. Fish coming through all day. When it gets hot and heavy, there's 3 on the screen at a time. And it's just so wild getting those fish to bite. So Goodbye, Lake Superior. Biggest lake in the world. And a real good time.